Yeah, I definitely echo a lot of those sentiments. I do think it could be quite interesting as well, where maybe getting that early catwalk control isn't going to be as readily available because you are cognizant of lower tunnels being a threat, or potentially having players behind the Xbox area. And if your AWPs get trash spawns for mids, then you could actually just get peeked straight up from the AWP from CT. So it is going to be interesting, but we are now ready to jump live.
Indeed, Bravos will be starting out on the attack. This was their pick. They won the pick of Sharks in the previous Vertigo. Again, both teams kind of 50-50 on this map, but I would say Sharks have had kind of the tougher time losing 4 of their last 6 Dust2 matches. But they do have the win over Bravos in their recent meeting on Dust2 and DreamHack opens September.
Oh, that's a good flash. That's a fantastic flash. Fully wrecked was Luca. And Turtle does take damage, but he's still alive. And now Bravos have the opportunity to push onto the site. Here comes Zevi, just one frag before he sent cartwheeled out the round. And they were potentially going to push onto the site with both of the remaining Sharks, but they decide better of that decision. And they head back over to B, which is now clear.
Indeed, B is now open for business for the T's. The bomb will go down. They have still Joda cutting off rotations over here towards that catwalk position. Now Pank, all by his lonesome, with a USP, a kit, a couple of flashes. But what he doesn't have, Vince, is a hope of winning this round.
Yeah, pretty much. And with the kit and a couple of flashes, I wouldn't hold it against him if he decided to actually just hold on to this.
Sure. Definitely of value, no doubt about that.
He seems to agree. So he's going to be holding those little cents and dollars in his back pocket for the next round. Does mean that Sharks will concede the first, of course. And it was off the back of that fantastic flash through middle and a lot of follow-up damage and aggression from Bravos. And Sharks probably force into this, I would imagine. Most teams would. Depends how much they want to prioritize the AWPs, I suppose. But yeah, this is that moment. You can see Luca was flashed for so long, man.
I mean, he got the full impact of that flash, no doubt about it. There was no avoiding, no sanctuary. The easy pickings. And yeah, double scout comes out. Deagles for the rest for Sharks, so they do go for that buy you were discussing. We're going to see a long A take out of Bravos here to kick things off, which I like a lot. I think this is a really good anti-eco strat for T's on Dust2. You get out into open space and you avoid a lot of close corners where pistols can become a problem. The only thing you do fall prey to is long-range battles against a scout, but they have one of their own, and they have plenty of utility and AKs to put to use here against Zevi.
Banged out is Zevi, and Luca will follow suit. Still a scout in, but a well-placed smoke, or 2 smokes actually for the full cross. Let's get the T's across to the site with complete safety. Pank puts down 1 headshot, but that's where he will stand and indeed where his demise will come to fruition. And the scout alongside the Deagle, very much worth saving and holding on to, but considering the Bravos already have Jota, who's up close, I'm not sure they're going to be given this luxury. That being said, though, it is 4 rifles, and you're in a position now with Bravos, so we don't really want to lose too many of these guns. That's exactly what's happened. Jota gets smacked against the wall, and they're still running their rifles in here. This is maybe where the aggression isn't the greatest course of action. They do have a couple of flashes in the hands of Turtle, and down goes another one. These are so many rifles that are being lost now.
Why? But why? Who cares? They're saving a Deagle, just let them have it. That's not a big deal. Stop! Leave! Leave! Why? Just go away. Take the. I can't do it anymore. I've seen it. I've seen too much, Vince. I've seen too much.
Yes, definitely a few questionable moments in that round, wasn't there?
Now you got to use Mac 10s this round. If they lose this round, bro. Probably not, but still, that was unnecessary. Build your economy for the long term, guys. And here's that CT aggression.
Yeah, this is what you're talking about. And there's the scout headshot. Jota out into the open. Did get one with his AK, but then he's put down instantly afterwards. P250. Speculative shots doesn't really land anything. And Leo's been tagged down now from the scout. Reels in, finishes off the frag onto Turtle. 3-play-3. And another frag for the Sharks.
Oh, no. There's a chance for the CTs to take this now, Vince. Leo absolutely has to go nuclear from pit, cutting off this part of the rotation, as there's 2 weapons coming through long. Oh, they jump down there. They don't check. This is smart from Leo. Trigger discipline. Might be able to salvage this round now. Gets one and the second. Well done from Leo. He saves the day. Or does he?
No one checks ramp, though? Nobody. Nice shot.
No way.
Doesn't have time. It's good damage. It's good economic damage, and they can buy again, so this is going to hurt Bravos long term. But he didn't have the time for it. But, like, no one checks the ramp there, Dust, with 2 players crossing?
That was a bit odd. I think they just would have assumed that with them having mana advantage, that the 2 would stick together and not be spread out like that. That's the only thing I could really think. But yeah, it doesn't really cost you any extra resources or time to just check as you're jumping down. So that was a bit odd. But lucky for Bravos, because they were really about to lose that thing, and that would have been crazy.
But with the extra frags comes extra reward. Means extra grenades and an AWP. And the fact that Bravos' economy, only 2 players are over $2,000. This is a very important moment for Bravos.
Yes. They can win this. Sharks' economy is in the dumps. That's where they should get a freebie like 5th round if they can win this one. So this is a chance to basically redeem themselves, right? You know, kind of make up for the tough economy that they put themselves in due to chasing frags on the anti-eco and losing so much along the way, and even slipping on a banana peel or 2 in the previous round. So they can make good on all that with just the victory here. They are firmly committed to attacking this long A position. They are all here. They have not backed off. Utility coming out. They're looking to pounce.
Is there not a second smoke coming down? Oh, no, I think it's just plumed. I was going to say there's a massive gap that Pank was looking to try and exploit, but it was finally filled in. And now they have to go in fully for this one. A lot of CTs congregating around. Extra smoke put down to try and get across for Danoko. And Turtle, in the meanwhile, makes short work of Zevi. They still haven't managed to perforate their way onto the site. And reels in. Hiding on the baskets, gets taken out by Jota. That must have been a hell of a shot. And then Leon puts in a big headshot. So Bravos now going from strength to strength, looking fantastic. Another tap onto Pank. Not a single casualty for Bravos. And now they have lost 1, but it's an exit frag and not much more.
And the one AUG might get saved here. They're playing with fire, Bravos. Again, might be worth just letting them have this one rifle. Your money is low. You keep losing and rebuying, you're in trouble. But, you know, that works too. That works too, Vince. So only 1 player folds. They get to build up their money. Sharks save nothing there, and they have to full save this round. More than likely. Maybe some upgraded pistols. Maybe they throw a Deagle or 2 out there, a couple of P250s. But otherwise, it should be a full save, and Bravo should be jumping up to a 5-0 lead. And more importantly, Vince, they need to do so clean. Yeah, there are some Deagles out there, actually, and some utility. But if you're Bravos, you've got to win this one confidently. You can't afford to take any more economic damage. Oh, this ace stack, though. Not bad.
Nice spray transfer. Jota with his second one. And Zevi was hiding behind the smoke, but a Molotov will force him out of position. Especially as there's multiple corpses now littering along. Can't really overstay their welcome. It, of course, was a stack, as you're touching on there, with not really much an investment. So expecting Bravos to run away with this map. Or at least this round, I should say. And maybe with this 5-0 lead, maybe it could be the map as well.
You've jinxed them. You've done it.
I've gone and done it, haven't I?
You have
I apologize to all Bravos fans. I apologize to you all.
Curse. Everyone, please go to Vince's Twitter and send him
pictures of puppies. Nice, cute puppies. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be awesome.
That is Vince HGG. Send all your puppies there.
Cute puppies, yes.
Alternatively, you could follow me at @FollowDust, and you could just follow me. Nothing unreasonable.
Shameless.
I don't give a crap, dude. I'm out here working every night, trying to feed my family, and all I'm asking is for a couple of Twitter followers. Is that so much to ask, really? Is that so wrong of me?
But why that when you could ask for cute puppy pictures?
I mean, I'm okay with that. Just follow first. I'm telling people to send you stuff and not follow. Is the thing.
All right, fair enough. Ooh, not far off.
Close. Certainly. I have to say, like, Bravos have consistently been controlling this long A position every round. And it's making it that much harder on the CTs to feel comfortable with how they rotate and how they hold up on the site. So that's been big, I feel like, for Bravos.
Molly's going to force Reels in onto the open. He's 42 HP. Does get one, but it only will stay at one. And the fact that they've lost catwalk control makes it that little bit more scary for Zevi, who was overextended and punished as a result. Now, Luca will get the drop on Jota. He'll be disappointed he didn't do better from that position because he knew that Luca was coming around the back. Double Molotovs, and now they're going to go in for the plant.
I wish they would have saved one. It's not that big of a deal, but could have maybe been an extra stalling tactic. Turtle really going out there, takes a huge damage, but at least his teammate at long gets the job done. Now going to be a 1v1. They know where Luca is. Oh, big cross, and he wins it! Again, that's where the second Molotov could have been huge, and sticking together could have also been great. It was planted for long. They both could have gone long. I'm not sure why Turtle hung around by the catwalk.
Oh, even with that victory, though, Dust, you look at the money for Sharks. They have got to get consistency here.
They need to win this follow-up for sure. Otherwise, they're right back to saving. Bravos jumps up 7-1. So, yeah, there's still a chance for Bravos to dominate. Don't get me wrong, but I just thought they could have played a bit better together in that 2-on-2 post plant, especially when they have the long plant and there's really no op you have to be concerned with on the CT side anymore. I think both playing long would have been great.
Oh, very possible that they will correct that problem and mistake for future rounds. As it stands here in round 7, though, bit of long control was being flirted with, but they've drawn out enough utility that they've backed away. Middle now under control. Grenades being traded out. Zevi takes that one, but still connects the shot. He's fully flashed, still somehow alive. And an incendiary down. This should keep him up for a while longer. And there's a boost coming up over the boxes as well. This has been a really good passage of play for the Sharks.
Yeah, they have. Leo, though, not falling for it. Actually sneaking in the smoke. Might catch Zevi in behind, indeed! Gonna get a different player, but still gets his frag nonetheless. Tease, though, still a man behind.
Zevi's lost. Oh, he's lost his teammate, then he's lost his head. Reels in, has to try and connect some shots on the cross. It's not an easy angle to be connecting onto either. Missing out on quite a few bullets there. Those are the shots he was landing over on Vertigo. He was a man possessed over on the skyscraper, and now he has to come from the doldrums of lower. Jota splatters him with the AK, and the worst case scenario has come into pass. We said consistency was key. It was vital for the Sharks' economy, for their CT side. They have crumbled instantly after winning their one round.
I thought that was a good adjustment from Bravos, right? I mean, they've been playing strong, long A control pretty much the whole game through. You could see Sharks in that round makes the adjustment of committing the additional resources. Bravos seemed to anticipate that and decided to kind of make plays elsewhere along the map through middle and up catwalk and able to make it happen. JNT saves the one FAMAS. They do have a little bit of money on Zevi and Luca to perhaps buy around that, but it would be a labored buy. And it would mean that likely no op would be in play. Zevi goes for scout, but that's fine because he can still full buy next round no matter what. They get another scout onto Luca. They get a couple of deagles. So they definitely have a couple of ways to make this interesting, but definitely still behind. But that's a nice hit onto Jota.
Good damage, but they need to follow up on it.
Yes.
Hank's going to look to try and get aggressive down on the catwalk. Leos takes the initiative through the middle. No smoke there. Does get picked off from Zevi. Great headshot. Turtle going to be caught from two different positions. This is a sloppy round from Bravos, but they're trying to make the most out of it. Now they take the player advantage themselves.
Yeah, but again, they just keep sending players out on an island like this guy here, running out A by himself with low HP. It kind of scares me. Luckily, Denoco able to win that fight against JNT. But the thing is, I like Bravos' style, and I think it's effective, but I just think they could tidy up some of their spacing just a little bit. Just have that extra guy. Have a bit more of a buddy system. I feel like at times they put themselves in unnecessary risky situations. Either way, they win the round. They're up 7-1, and everything is going exactly how they want so far. I mean, yeah, they probably like to be winning these rounds a bit cleaner and maybe still have a bit of money left over. But all in all, things have been great.
Oh yeah, you can't fault a 7-1 lead, and it could get into a very dangerous situation for Sharks should they fall short again here. Zevi down on the catwalk. Haven't really seen him play too aggressively here, but because he's got no backup, realistically, he can't overstay his welcome. This position does have an expiry date on it.
Yep, absolutely. But this aggression at B tunnels could come into play. It catches Leo. Leo spotted it, but could not get the frag. And that's big because they've also pressed into T spawn, so they know that Bravos is basically all gathered up outside long A or is still in T spawn. So tons of information for Sharks. They have the 5-on-4 on top of that. And so everything is looking pretty from Sharks' standpoint. They can even really kind of give up A side if need be and play more of a retake if it's required. We do see that Jada is kind of taking back B tunnels and realizing it's clear, and will maybe even come through middle and kind of sort that out as well. Actually goes for the 1v1 in B and wins it, and this might break up things.
Oh my god, the over-rotation. Turtle's moving into the smoke. There is a gap in here. Reels in, realizes it, and now the bomb is transitioning across the other side of the map, but Turtle gets the upper hand on Reels in, which is going to keep those rotating players looking over their shoulder now. He'll slow their rotation down. This is an absolute chaotic round, and a brutal one for Sharks. Wood's going to get picked off on the cross, and Pank now wants to go for more and takes the head of Turtle. The bomb will be moving on to B's side, but it's going to be a difficult one now for Bravos to hold on to.
Yeah, Dinoco at least plants safely to where he can't get peeked by this B tunnels flank that Luca's on, but still, with the 3-on-2, the retake is very possible now. They have man advantage. Dinoco does some good damage to the B tunnels players. Actually, 2 there. Actually, all 3 are going to be coming from this direction.
Jota doesn't know it just yet. He's still looking at the doors. He has no idea. They line up for him. He does take one of them, but not both. Considering how that round started, though, the fact that Bravos pull it into a 1v1 post plant is kind of outrageous.
It is, but the thing is, I feel like when they get that kill in B and get into the 4-on-4, I almost felt like they overthought it a little bit. I mean, they had the bomb kind of going by himself through B tunnels while still holding on the B site, but they were also trying to fight in middle. Again, it's just one of those things where I wish they would combo up a bit more and like make a decision to focus on one area as a unit rather than just kind of sending out people on solo missions. It just feels like eventually it's going to catch up to them, and that round, they certainly did well to fight it back into a post plant, despite the early pick. And, I mean, look at the repercussions. Sharks have to go on an MP9 on Reels in, and if they lose this round, they're right back to saving.
That's a good point. 3 players, and Bravos also are feeling worse for wear. It's really only Turtle and Jota that have a bit of money built behind them. So both teams feeling a little bit here, but obviously Bravos have the massive advantage of being 7-2 and 2-0 in the series in the lead. Dinoco takes a bit of damage. It's just a singeing part and gift though. Jota and Dinoco both come in with kills. And now Jota's going to try and push up long. Counteractive frags come in quick succession, but it still maintains a play to the good for Bravos before Pank spins in, takes the head clean off of Turtle. He's traded out, leaving JNT with over a minute left on the clock. And Leo is going for the full plan. M4 having to come through the smoke, transfer himself into an advantageous position. Maybe he can separate this into 2 separate 1v1s, as Leo is posted alone, and he may have just caught a pixel of the head and takes it off. But the bomb is planted for Wood on long. There's no smoke. In fact, there is a smoke, pardon me. Yeah. He could maybe go for this after all, but Wood has the angle covered.
Yeah,
he's sticking on the side. Right? He's sticking on it.
God.
There's no kit though. He doesn't have a kit. Wood's missing everything. He's missing every single shot. Wood.
Stop shooting the same spot. Stop shooting the same spot. Shoot a different spot. Why is he just repeatedly shooting the same location he's not getting the frag at? What are you doing? Also, why they're not playing together. It's a 2-on-1. Just play together in pit. Stop leaving a guy on site to be stranded in a 1v1. There's no need. Just both play here. I don't get it, man. They're so close to having, like, a beastly T-side, and they're just... I mean, you would think that he just eventually shoots a different spot.
It's why I thought he didn't have a smoke. Because I was like, oh, surely Bravos just have this in the bag, right? It's like just easy peasy, and then just 10-second defuse through the smoke, get wrecked. Like, sorry, what?
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
MP9 close range, but Jota says no.
That was optimistic from Reelson. Trying to get the most out of the MP9 in close range. Can't blame him. Again, these rounds have been so close, so Sharks are still rebuying a ton. And you could see that either they're having to go FAMAS or they go MP9. And the moment that they lose, they're broken. They have to save. And so Bravos could still, despite some of their shortcomings, have a big half here if they can just finish off this 5-on-4. They're clearing the A site well. Good space. Turtle gets a nice double there. Good trade off the back of the Noko. Pank, though, making it interesting from Catwalk. Bomb will still get planted. That nade's not going to do enough.
Spray a little bit off. They do finally get their man, but it's too little too late to save the life of Jota. Big shot from Wood, though. And again, it's like Sharks have one step forward, man, and then they have about 5 steps backwards. They get a win, instantly get broke again.
Yeah, and again, it just comes down to the fact that while they were winning these rounds, they were labored. So the rebuying has really caught up to them, and now they do have to go for the full save here, maybe some deagles. And again, if you're Bravos, you got to win this round clean. You know, reap the reward of the work that you've put in by making sure that you take this one with ease. A lot of CTs dancing around middle to kick this one off. It's going to be a bit of a B stack, so long A will be taken for free right now from Bravos. They've, again, been very kind of centered around long A control. It's been kind of their foundation of the Dust2 attack, and once again, they're going to do it, and it's going to be for free for the most part. We are seeing JNT now start to make his way back his way through CT spawn, but he's going to get caught.
Right idea, just slightly off on the spray, and actually dies through the smoke to USP from Reels in. That is a bit surprising.
That is a shocker. Bomb will get planted here. They've left one back middle, and they've left one in pit. Jada out here on an island with the AK. Please don't. Just leave. Leave. He's gonna get some. He's getting reinforcements, I think. Yeah. Okay. That way works too. I just didn't want him to be by himself. That's all I was saying.
And this is going to be falling into place. Jota just cleans it up. 9-3. Sharks will have another buy. They've got to start winning Dust. They have to, for me, they have to win the next 3 rounds, really.
Yeah, I think they have to at least get 2 of the next 3. All 3 is certainly ideal, but at least 2. You cannot afford to go down 11-4 or 12-3, because that means if you lose pistols, pretty much a done deal. You're already 2 maps down. So yeah, a lot on the line here.
Once again,
look at his commitment at long A. Yeah, but look at how much it's forcing the CTs to do it. And the Turtle's just going out here alone. And he's already done damage, and he's creating a lot of presence.
Yeah, he's thrown out quite a few grenades, and he's taken the head as well, Zevi as well. And staying in position, Spray takes damage on both Reelson and Pank, but look at the amount of space it's opened up on Catwalk. So many bodies are over on long that Jota can just run straight onto the site. At least Luca is putting some bodies down and alleviating the pressure, but now it's going to be swarming back on again. Bomb's been spilled out. Grenade comes through, barely scrapes the surface. They need Leo to clean up this one. Labored Spray may not be getting this one done, or perhaps he is. Oh, jumping around the corner is Luca into his demise, and reels in now in yet another clutch. Mollied off, headshot down, and Sharks continue to struggle.
Yeah, that was a really nice thought from Bravos. Again, they know how much long A pressure they've been applying. They know that Sharks have to respond at some point with additional personnel. And when they do, they slither into that gap that the defense has created. This got a little bit scary, but I liked how Leo and Jada kind of came together to pinch off Stairwell and make sure that they could get the trades they needed. And now look at this. Sharks have to go for pistols and scouts yet again. They have had some success with these weapons, if we're honest about it. They spotted a T in Subway, actually. Luca has a chance, maybe, but no, Turtle the one dispatching of someone on the serve. It's Pank off the board to kick this one off. They spot the Cat player as well. He does escape, but just barely.
Tell you what, Dust, if Bravos were anticipating and wanting to make a declaration of intent, they've gone one hell of a way of pushing it forward. Yes, Vertigo didn't go as one side as they're hoping for, but this has been an incredible performance. Sharks definitely haven't looked like they've been on their A game, but actually maybe JNT can find this bomb. I think he is going to find the bomb, but everybody else on his team is dying, so does it really matter?
That's a great... He gets one, but this should be it, as long as they don't give him a bunch of 1v1s. Leo wins this fight, 11-3 to score now in favor of Bravos. A chance maybe to shut out at 12-3, and that would just be such a huge lead. Winning pistol would almost secure victory at that point. So, as we've said oftentimes, this is a must-win for Sharks. Auto Sniper is out from Jada to go alongside Wood. I'm sure there's probably an AK that he's going to be able to swap back over to after he uses this, so no harm, no foul. I'm getting the extra sniper. No damage really being dealt. Again, this time they catch him. Zebi has a good spawn at the op, able to get to long in corner and get that pick. That's the first time we've really seen that happen.
It's strange as well with the changes that have been made to middle. Still, Bravos have been so good when it comes to those opening picks. You'd think it would probably alleviate some of the issues that CTs have to deal with normally, and he's going to get
this read.
mollied. Oh my.
They never saw him cross. The smoke was there the entire time. They just had a read that he might be there, so they double mollied it and spammed, and they get it right. At least I'm pretty sure they didn't see him cross either. That's insane. Poor J&T. I mean, you kind of feel for him.
4 and 13. It hasn't necessarily been his match so far. Wood is watching the close angle. Player to his right-hand side, but they'll have a good idea as this being a possibility. Obviously, they did lose Leo there earlier from a fast Zevi peek. So reels in, watching the angle. Flash doesn't actually come through. That may have been a fake flash. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but either way, Turtle splatters his brains, and now it does give them a bit more long control. 40 seconds to play with. Zevi is still here and feels like he's going to have a big amount of impact.
Oh,
he's getting mollied, he's getting forced out, he's being fragged, and they've now smoked off Pank. This is looking so good. Slight gap, but the flashbang skews with his vision, and so he can't finish off what he starts.
And Jada has control of Cat. Good grenade there from Paint to get Turtle, but they're still down a man. Jada has Cat. They're planting bomb on Plat. Paint maybe trying to go for the jump shoot. He does actually get it. That's bomb down. Lucas flank up. Catwalk comes through, and now it's all on Wood from long A. Running out of time. Trying to get back to this bomb. He gets the kill, but he's got to plant this bomb. He doesn't have time. Does he have time? No, I don't think he started the plant in time. Vince, he does it. It's over. Oh, the drama.
There wouldn't be a grand finals without these moments, would it? But that jumping shot was so massive. And even then, it only secures a 4th round for Sharks. It could have even been worse, Dust. This has been such a one-sided half.
Yeah, I think there was definitely chances for them to get 13 or 14 rounds even this half. They would have cleaned up a couple of situations. And that is one of those unfortunate situations where you can't fault Pank for going for that jump peek, but if you're Bravos, you have to feel bad that actually worked, because I feel like they played that round well to win it, and then Pank able to make a play there is really unfortunate. But still a big lead. I'm sure they're not complaining too much. They're 2 maps to the good. They still come out on top 11-4, and so they still have strong control of the series. We'll see if they can finish it off after a short break.
Dust2 is halfway done. At least the Bravos are hoping that is the case. 11-4 is the score. And now the Sharks on the T side have a chance to return the favor, but you feel like it has to start in the pistol round. Dust. As so often the case, the pistol's super important, but especially in this situation, it could very well be do or die.
Yes. Agree. Hard agree. But now they're on the favored side. But the CT defense... Turtle, what are you doing? I don't like this, Vince.
Oh, okay. Well, 2 players have died. I was about to say Turtle's lost his life. But maybe Wood is able to post up some frags. He is using that box as a bit of cover. Jota helps him out. Maybe that idea, that sentiment was brought about too soon. This round isn't over, and a fast rotation comes in as well from Bravo, so suddenly all 3 players are here. A lot of damage through the smoke to Pank. He has to back away. There's still plenty of time, though, and they are going to take the bomb and start to traverse their way back through middle.
Has been spotted, though. Jota able to get into position here. Pank and JNT taking more damage now. I mean, they are just getting whittled down right now. Dinoco able to get into middle thanks to his teammate kind of covering him forward. They're going to pin this guy down. Meanwhile, Wood's fighting on A ramp. Does get cleared out, but they do take Pank down, so they kit it back into a 2-on-2. They do not have a kit, I don't think, so they're going to have to work quick on this retake.
Keep in mind, though, there's been so many shots that a lot of these players now have low ammunition. There's only 8 bullets left in this USP for reals in. It can't be much better for a lot of these other players. It might be why Jota's picked up the Glock as well. So you can fire up more bullets. Realzin's taking damage. He's starting to hemorrhage that HP bar. Dinoco down to low HP. Now going to pick the Glock up instead, looking to try and take off some heads. It's labored. Finally gets it done onto Realzin, who runs out of ammunition. And now, with a lack of kit, as you touched on before, he has to pick one up and run straight to the site. Goes in for the defuse. The full defuse comes into play. JNT is forced out, and even though he's lost his life, he's done his job. He sacrifices himself for the greater good.
So I was right the whole time. What do you know? Got him. Great attempt, though, from Bravos, I will say. You know, you lose 2 players right off the rip on a strong, long A take. You seem in a lot of trouble, and they actually battled that thing all the way back into a 1v1 that they ultimately won the gunfights on, but just ran out of time on the defuse. So, I mean, that was really crafty of Bravos to find a way to reel that one back in. Very dangerous pistol setup, though, certainly was costly and set them back. And now they have to take the save here. Just USPs and 1 P250 on Jota. They're stacking Catwalk, and I mean, Realzin gets caught there. Luckily, he's got reinforcements. How's Wood still alive?
Oh, jeez. 3 kills with no investment? Like, seriously, Sharks? And they couldn't even have 4. Zevi dropped to 22 HP. That could have even been the round.
Imagine, because that would have been bombed down 1v1, and maybe he even gets a weapon before he has to take the last fight. That would have been insane. They invested, what, $300 on that round? Whew.
Yeah.
They will be able to M4 up now. No ops for the CT side, but plenty of rifles and utility. This is a round that I feel like Sharks needs to make a statement on. It's the first buy round. You've had a couple of blunders on this pistol and anti-eco. You won, sure, but it was dicey. Oh, those nades. Realzin doesn't actually take as much damage as I thought he would.
One fun trade elsewhere as Wood gets one and can actually turn tail and get back towards the site, takes a bit of damage, but Pank gets finished off. Jota was there, watching and anticipating that white swing would come into play, and the bait and switch is good. Another even trade, but Jota goes above and beyond, and JNT is now the last man alive. You said it had to be a declaration. It's been anything but. Falls flat. And now with a Galil and 1 minute and 15 seconds and the bomb out in no man's land, JNT has to some way get not just through long, pick up a frag at range and then win this round.
I think he did spot Turtle in tunnels, so I think he knows that Turtle might be lingering around here in middle. But Turtle smartly clears out Cat and will play A site with his... Wait, did you see that? His teammate Incendiary's Cat, which he was coming up himself. Odd. No big deal, of course. Incendiary goes on the bomb now. He will come on. That's a tough fight to win. 2 people facing you at once. Good job there from Bravos. That's a big win.
And it's a big L for Sharks in so many different facets, not just in terms of score, but also 2 players now into a force buy sort of situation with Pank and J&T. And they are going to force, as a result, puts them down to a Scout, AK, some Tech 9s.
Man, if it doesn't work, though, they're going down 14-6 probably, Vince.
Yeah.
It's a labored buy, and a full save off the back of it doesn't work. Great incendiary at long, going to put them to rest right now. Allow Leo to get into a great position in this corner. He's got assistance as well from Jada. Jada's been an absolute menace, Vince, so far defensively, and really throughout the game. He's 23-9.
Yeah, he's been great. Very aggressive on those T sides, but also a great anchor player as well. He's doing a bit of everything. Zevi's having quite a few shots, but hasn't really made any of them land yet.
Yep. Bomb is down, by the way, at long A. Just want to throw that one out there.
Jeez.
Just a heads up, if you were curious.
Spot Sharks like, cheers, reels in. Thanks for that one, Mark. Whose side are you on anyway, dude?
Oh, and now look at the positions they have as well to guard it. Like, my goodness. Oh, incendiary in there, and you're going to be having to leave that building.
And because all 4 are clumped up together, are we getting pushed around the back? Are they pushing middle? Like, there's a lot of paranoia starts to set in as well because they're so one-dimensional in how they're playing this round.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough one.
And that smoke does nothing for this position either.
No. They know that Jada's there now, though, but knowing's half the battle, Vince.
Yeah, they must realize there's a player up close as well. I mean, it's just an absolute massacre, and it's all off the back of having the wrong player carry the bomb. It's a fundamental mistake that even players of this caliber make, and you see the result it has.
Yeah, it's massive. It's going to allow Bravo's easy access to a 13th round and very likely a waltz into a 14th, as Sharks just do not have the money to spend in this one. They have to full save because they have to be able to challenge Bravos when they go for a map in Serious Point. So this is where, I mean, well and true, this might be a full Glock save, Vince. Indeed it is. Not a single cent spent. And I mean, they're just getting shut down on T-spawn. They've pushed B tunnels defensively. They've mollied out long A tunnels. I mean, CT's dominated this map control. They know what they're up against, which is nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Look at how much space they're taking with this utility, dude. They just have the whole map, except for T-spawn.
I wonder if this is... obviously, this round, it wouldn't have made much of a difference anyway. There's no AWPs in play, but I wonder if these kind of opening setups for CT sides are going to become more prevalent with the changes through middle.
I think
in
so.
future. Yeah.
Yeah. It's an option now to get aggressive. This round kind of a formality, so...
Yeah.
Just talk through it. Here's it is 14-6 for Bravos, and now they are a couple away from winning this whole tournament. Again, they will get the bulk of the ESL Pro Tour points in the line. They get the lion's share of the prize money, and they get another one over on Sharks. You know, they've had mostly success against Sharks. Yeah, they aren't going to be able to make it to the major, but at least they're setting themselves up for the long term. Obviously, having just made a roster change with Dinoco returning to playing with some of these guys after a stint with Made in Brazil. So, I mean, they're trying to piece this team back together, and this is a nice little kind of bold statement to make in the region. Of course, Sharks probably won't be too sad. They'll be crying themselves to Stockholm, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Drying their tears with sticker money. So, I mean, it is what it is. And there's still maybe a chance they can fight back, but it's got to happen here on this bye.
Yeah, exactly. Someone needs to make that gif with the Sharks icon over Woody Harrelson's face, cleaning his tears with the dollar bills.
With stickers, yeah. Just
exactly.
With the, should just be Shark stickers, yeah.
This is a nice crossfire, though, that has been established, as you were touching on before, and I don't think Sharks, like, they surely must realize it's a possibility, but no one's gone down there to clear it just yet.
Yeah. B might get overwhelmed anyway, though. It is just Turtle on site because so much emphasis is being placed on this lower B aggression as well as the cat aggression. They're kind of playing for retake. Turtle needs to frag out. And he doesn't. But this flank is so quick in tunnels.
Ooh, JNT, that's a spray he's going to want to forget real quick. He could have got both players if he was a bit more clean on that one. Molly, up and over, doesn't deny the bomb plant. It's down to the left-hand side of Wood. Luca goes in for the peek, so he knows where two of the remaining Ts are, and still comes out ahead against Luca as well. And now the flash is beginning to connect. The pushes, oh, he's fully flash. Realsm couldn't see anything, and Pank's the last to fall. And that kind of epitomizes the entire match so far. Sharks have just never looked like they were in this.
Yeah, you're starting to kind of see why Bravos maybe went for Dust2 in this series. It does seem like they have their, particularly on the CT side, just some of their utility placement and timings. It's very clear that they tried to work out some new stuff with the new middle to try to get a little bit assertive on lower B tunnels. And, you know, they definitely seem to have some pretty nicely coordinated retakes and things of that nature. So definitely look well prepared on this map. So now they have 9 series points here, Vince. Low buy right now for Sharks, too, when it's all considered. They have a Galil, and they have very little utility. And no op in play, of course, for Zevi. Jada on a 30 bomb, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. He is absolutely destroying.
Yeah, that's still with potentially 9 rounds to go. I mean, I don't expect it'll go that distance, but that goes to show just how well he's been fragging out.
Yep. I mean, it's not like anyone else has played bad. I mean, everyone else is still like in the mid to high teens. So, good performance really from everyone.
Did see a comeback to take us to OT on Vertigo. Maybe Sharks have it within them. I would say, judging how the game has gone, probably not, if I'm being honest, but can never fully write these guys off. They've been behind multiple times over the duration of this tournament and always seemingly hang in there, never get fully battered.
They made the good read here, too. They're going to get into A site essentially for free. Bravo's going to have to play for retake. And luckily, they are going to solidify long A control the entire time. So they know that everyone must be coming through Cat. They have vision still on middle. And so this is about the best you could hope for as a CT team. If you're having to play a 5-on-5 retake, at least you have an anchor point long. And at least you have, you know, pretty solid information on how you can approach. They know everyone has to be on site or catwalk. Uh-oh. That was a little bit scary from Wood. Does get away. Gets his nade off.
Kind of lucky to survive, really. He's considered, and now Leo's going to come through with a flashbang, but that's into the hands of Zevi. Doubles up. So much money left for Bravos that they're just trying to put the damage down. Surely Bravos don't win from this point. Both players are so low, and they're now being finished off. Wood, 6 HP, is already out of there, going back towards T-Spawn. So this round is going to go the way of Sharks at least, but they're going to have to rinse and repeat 8 more times.
Eight more, as you've noted, required to get this into OT. And a hope for another map if you're Sharks. Again, they've already won the big prize, making it to the major yesterday. But obviously still want to put up a good show tonight. Bravos, of course, have all to play for here and now. They want this win. They want that accolade.
Peering up middle, doesn't get baited out by the jump, keeps his crosshair true, able to flick down as a result. Very nicely done by Wood. Zevi at least does return fire though. Right idea, but slightly off. One play, one, but Leo's walking out into the open and JNT punishes him.
Yeah, Turtle though gets a kill elsewhere on the map, but Zevi quickly able to come up catwalk and start hammering away at this A site. They now have a 3-on-2 advantage. Jada trying to time that HE grenade to maybe make something happen, but it's gonna fall short as the bomb actually goes into B site. JNT tries to creep out middle, gets spotted, so now a 2-on-2, and everyone's all spread out all across the map, but Jada's now all alone and could get pinched. He tries to go up middle, spots the flanker though, wins that fight, 1v1 now. He does have a kit, Vince, and he has been on fire this game. I would not put it past him to figure this out.
It would be apt for him to clutch this one, and Luca peeks in, and Jota removes his head. That'll do it for the game. He's got the kit, he's got the time, and it's going to be GG. A clean sweep 3-0 for Bravos as they take down the Sharks.